The ultimate Weapon X vehicle in LEGO Fortnite, traveling by air, sea, and land to get where you need to go in this awesome vehicle using the brand new decor pieces from the Weapon X Laboratory decor set in the item shop. Make sure you use code FLACA if you're going to make any purchases, and let's get right into the video. Building your Weapon X jet in survival is going to require some high value materials. Bright core, copper, glass, malachite slabs, iron bars, wool fabric, and plastoid. All some of the non-basic materials that you're gonna need to make one of these. The jet starts off with the Weapon X credenza. We're trying to get that lip of the credenza right on top of that other table, and we're gonna nudge it until it goes green like this. That should be hanging over by 2 studs this way and 1 stud this way. Now take the Weapon X coffee table and nudge it even with the front of the aircraft like this, so it sort of makes a square. From the back, it should look like this. On the back side, take a thruster, put your cursor at the top side of this credenza so it's straight. And we're gonna place a thruster like this. Take the Weapon X drone and point your cursor right at the thruster here. You're gonna have it so that the barrels are pointing forward. And we're gonna nudge it into place just like this. Next, grab your Weapon X lamp and point your cursor at that drone. And as close to the drone as you can get it, we're actually going to place this lamp. So right here and right here. Grab an 8x2 wood floor of any choice. I'm actually going to use the friendly neighborhood floor that I just got in the item shop. And we're pointing our reticle at that front credenza, making sure that the floor is flush with the top of it. Just like that. Then taking a 6x2 of our wood floor and snapping it to the back like this. If you haven't completed the Thank the Bus Driver quest yet, you need to get on that, because we're taking the mechanics caution light, and this is what we're going to use on the back. So I'm actually pointing it at like the bottom so that I can get the middle of the light right on the ledge there. Now I'm going to take my wood floor again, and at the front of this vehicle, I'm going to point my cursor at the middle of this front credenza, and we're going to nudge 2 of these into place like that. And underneath, we're going to place one, but it's going to come out 1 stud. And up top, making sure that it's flush with the ends of these tables right here. Let's place a 6x2 rough charcoal floor. Take the Weapon X sofa, and you're going to have it right behind that drone. And then we're going to move it back 1 stud like this. Make sure you leave a little bit of room on this end floor piece. That's how you know you got it right. A grand chest should fit right in this gap here. Right underneath where we just made our nose, we're going to take the Weapon X ceiling lamp. And on each side, we're going to go until it goes green. It should hang off by 1 stud on the top. Let's go ahead and grab our charcoal floor or whatever wood floor we're using. And on that 6x2 that we placed on the nose, let's throw one of these down so that when we put our small driver's seat up against this chest here, we're still able to sit in it. If you have it too low, it's not going to let you sit. Now let's take another 6x2 and we're going to nudge it up to the front of the driver's seat as close as it'll let us go. And then we're going to throw on the Weapon X typewriter. Now, if you want to throw on the Weapon X computer as a display, you can, but be careful you guys, because these cannot be destroyed with the normal pickaxe. It can, however, be manipulated into looking like a pretty cool window or display. I don't really know. I'm sure people are going to find really cool uses for this piece. But like I said, the pickaxe does not do damage. So unless you want to blow up your entire creation, make sure you either place it right the first time or don't place it at all. We're not going to take the Weapon X typewriter. It doesn't let you place in the middle, so if you only want 1 display, you can use the balloon method to unlock the half stud placement. So pointing the cursor at the balloon at the bottom and then nudging over until you get it where you want to. There, it's in the middle. So next, I'm taking 8x2 charcoal floors or whatever floor we're using, and I'm placing it so that there's 1 stud in between the floor and the driver's seat, taking an 8x2 on the bottom, and then we're putting 6x2s on the top. Should still be able to get into the driver's seat. It's a little bit more hidden now. We're gonna take the Weapon X microscope and we're gonna nudge that in close to the center. So that's 2 studs of room. And then on the front corners, we're gonna place activated balloons, as well as on the back like this. And then right next to these chests, we're gonna place regular small balloons. On the sides of the coffee tables, we're gonna throw small thrusters, just like that, and adjust these channels appropriately. Feel free to move these thrusters anywhere on this table or anywhere on the ship, to be honest. Turning is completely up to you, as well as speed, but I'm gonna take an 8x2 wood floor and we're gonna have it flush with the back like this. And we're gonna add our last thruster, it being a large one that's gonna push us forward. If you wanna add a couple more smalls, go ahead. I might just put 2 on here. And to cover those up a little bit, I'm gonna go underneath and place an 8x2 floor. And now we're ready to go and we're ready to test. Except it's always raining and it's always nighttime. So here we are, the Weapon X jet. So give yourself a pat on the back for making it through the tutorial. And make sure you also pat that like button to show me how useful it was. Now I'm gonna activate the balloons once more and make sure that everything is in check. So balloons activated, turn right, turn left, and go forward. So I'm gonna drop the jack and give it the old fly. And of course, it flies beautifully. We're up near island height right now. We've got a chest of storage on it. Some pretty nice steering. This soft landing means that we are not going to risk breaking anything on our aircraft. It also not only flies in the air, but we've also got sea travel and land travel. So you can go ahead and take this Weapon X vehicle anywhere that you want to go.
I've been trying to breathe underwater. I've been trying to hide 'cause I'm scared.
Regardless of what you do, you guys, keep on building, take it easy, and I will see you in the next one.